Alright, what are we doing? We've been having a streak of going first, which has not been the most great in the world. And of course, we're going first again. Against a water deck, that's so McFreakin' dangerous. But we are going first. We are starting with a Quilava in our hand. We are going against an Eiscue. Minus 40. Can't do much about that, can I? I think I'm all about emptying my hand. Rare Candy. Rare Candy is very, very good here. I'll be able to live a shot. Perhaps this is a Stoked Charizard game. Well, we'll see. I bet nobody's seen Stoked Charizard have some action in a while. Even in the last game that I played, it was Genetic Apex Charizard that got the spotlight. If I had to guess, like, if I was in their position, I'd be building Magikarp right now. And they have the other Magikarp maybe for Sabrina protection. Or they're just gonna start swinging. Either which way, if I can empty my supply of cards here and just get a bajillion of them. I think that's pretty ideal in this scenario. If I evolve Typhlosion here, let's play my Charmander out at least. Is there much repercussion? 8 cards for 10. The other option is just to try and empty my hand so that my copycat is a little bit more effective, which I think might be the play. I don't necessarily need my Typhlosion immediately. Just build up my Charizard. I will live in attack from Eiscue. I can maybe get a play out of Copycat here. They're playing the regular Gyarados, which I guess makes sense. You can recycle Eiscue pretty quickly. Typhlosion will die, but I can do this to thin out my deck a little bit. Fire Breath. And then Copycat, just to draw 2 cards. And I'm losing 1 card. Other Zard is here. Got my other Typhlosion back. Magby and Cyndaquil. I think I'm going to put my Magby down. I don't need my Cyndaquil down yet, and the extra energy really helps. I'm going to be able to KO that Eiscue with Charizard. If they stay in, Charizard will live a hit from Gyarados and be able to one-shot it. And then they will be in a pretty bad situation with Magikarp. I'll probably put it into... Okay, I'm already pretty locked in on the Charizard play. But I'm going to go into Magby first just to see if a better play presents itself to me. Having that burn not wear off, it's pretty good. Shed the Pokeball. I've used both my researches and my Copycat. But at this point, there's a Rare Candy, a Charmeleon in there. Rare Candy, Charmeleon, a May, and a Flame Patch. I guess no harm comes from... Does harm come from waiting a turn? Well, if they put all of their energy onto that Gyarados back there, they've invested basically everything they can at that point. And then I can maybe get away with a Flame Patch play, as well as a Rare Candy. And then Mega Gyarados is never going to come online. And then I will be able to hopefully deal with that Magikarp / other Gyarados before things get a little bit dicey. Fisher is... I mean, we're going to be able to KO one more Pokemon. Like, again, dealing max damage to Charizard here is not necessarily even the most scary thing in the world. You're going to deal 120. I'll be able to survive a hit. Yeah, wait, no, you just discarded all of your cards. I'm just gonna win now. Yeah, they concede. Okay. All right, that was the play. That was the line. Still no Stokesard. I like to make fun decks that don't necessarily like win a whole lot per se, but just ones that are generally fun to play. I think are more my speed of things. Oricorio, so I'm definitely going to want to build a Typhlosion. In this case, I am ahead on the energy curve, so I do have that going for me. We'll see how many cards they actually play out and see if Copycat's a good idea or not. If not, we can always hang on to Copycat. That's a very juicy Copycat. That's a very juicy, very tempting Copycat. And some of these decks I am also like, I feel like I'm just learning as I go along. Okay, they are going to X-Speed, which means their Oricorio can attack next turn. And they have 4 cards, so I don't necessarily have a very juicy Copycat anymore going for me. But it is what it is at this point. Got a Charmeleon. Maybe I will Copycat. Well, no, I have Typhlosion still. If they approach me with Oricorio, they will go down, and I'm not necessarily the most concerned about losing my Cyndaquil. So, no real big concern here for me. They do have a Celebi, which is kind of spooky. They're not going to be able to take me down with one hit, though. I'm going to be able to burn Pichu. They've elected just to build Celebi instead. Charizard doesn't do a whole lot for me here, but we'll see what we can get away with. Rare Candy. Not necessarily gonna put my Typhlosion in needless danger. And now I'm pretty scary to their Oricorio, and their Pichu is going to faint if it doesn't retreat. At this point, I'm going to be able to OHKO the Oricorio. Celebi will hit me for 40, which will unevolve me, but it won't KO me. I think now is where I Copycat, because I'm already bricked. Unless I draw my Quillava. They do nullify my Rare Candy here, which is a little spooky, but I'm not necessarily like the most afraid. I do have my Quillava, so like I'm kind of torn. Do I sit around and do nothing? I do have an out to evolve into Quillava, but I can only survive 2 attacks. Maybe I do. Mulligan, they're holding 5 cards. I think I more want a basic at this point. Not necessarily Typhlosion again. Typhlosion, Quillava, Research, Flame Patch, Zard. That didn't do anything for me whatsoever. I am going to be able to KO this. Maybe I can get a Rare Candy again. Who knows? Rare Candy would be great for me. They're definitely going to smack me with Celebi, though. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Working on a basic, though. I have drawn 12 of my cards. Leaf Cape. That doesn't necessarily matter. If I can get my Rare Candy, I have 1 more Rare Candy. 1/8. I'm gonna draw 3. I have a decent shot here, I think. Or at least another basic at this point. Give me anything. Okay, I have my Charmander finally. I think this is a Shining Revelry Charizard. I do have my Flame Patch, which can be used for my Typhlosion. I'm definitely going to lose that. I have 4 cards left. I only have 1 rare candy. I can evolve into Charmeleon next turn at the very least. I think I'm going to evolve, if anything, just to shrink my hand a little bit. And that way I can Flame Patch a Typhlosion next card. Or next turn, potentially. Charmeleon also KOs it. I don't really have a good answer for much here. Of course, they're running Entei. Entei just be what it be. Typhlosion plus Charmeleon does KO Celebi here. So maybe that's what I do. Alternatively, my other Charizard does KO things here too. Rare Candy top deck is the best thing that can happen here. Lava. Alien. Still to have Flame Patch. Charmander does live a hit from Celebi. I'm just gonna do this, I think, just because I don't need my Typhlosion. And I don't need my Shining Revelry Zard. I'm going to be able to use Typhlosion next turn. Losing my energy on Charmeleon here does kind of suck. Oh well, I'm going to actually devolve into Charmander, so my retreat cost will be 1. I'm not necessarily scared of it. And then they have to put their Entei out, or their Pichu or Oricorio out, so I'm not necessarily the most afraid. Interesting choice, I guess. You're gonna get your Oricorio out for sure at this point. But I'm not necessarily the most afraid of you. I'm gonna do Flame Patch here, I think. Because that way I can either KO something that comes up front, one shot, or I can KO Oricorio. And Typhlosion's going to deal 100 damage to Celebi, so it doesn't matter at this point. I'm going to put Oricorio out, but I still KO it in 1. So it doesn't necessarily matter in that scheme set. What a weird deck. Like, this is definitely one of the more interesting, unique decks I've gone against. We're running an Erica and a Celebi. Like, what is this deck? I kind of want to see more of it. Another Erica. Typhlosion's gonna come up and smack Oricorio. This deck does shred through its card count pretty quickly. Oh, hey, T. Other Charizard. Sure. Hey, look, I have a shiny Charizard. In any case, I am going to retreat and just KO Oricorio. Here. And I think that's GG's. This is indeed GG's. Yippee! Alright, what do we have? Going first is what we have, and Cyndaquil. Once again, I am asking for a Cyndaquil. Got an Entei, which means I feel like we're probably going against a Blaziken, which is fine. Pokeball. Another Cyndaquil. No Charmanders allowed. Probably build up the back. Waiting for the opponent. What do we do? Did they brick? Did they break? Did they... Rage quit? They did not. They just took a while to get back. Definitely building the one in the back. Okay, we have the Mander. We have the other Mander. Why Magby? Maybe I just bank on building my Zard. But I do need a rare candy for that. I have 7 cards left and 2 of them are rare candies. Surely I will get my rare candies out of that. They're holding a lot of cards too. So I have a pretty chunky draw here. I'm gonna be able to put another energy onto Charmander. Got my Cyndaquil wall. They already have their Blaziken. Flame Patch would also be nice here. Okay. Play my Charmander out for sure. I think I'm gonna play my Copycat. Mulligan. Got a Quilava, rare candy, and my Charizard. I'm gonna need my Flame Patch, but I have 2 more turns of draw. So I'm in pretty decent shape, I think. You gotta wait for them to return. Hooray, hooray. Although Mega Blaziken kind of plays a pretty straight and obvious line. At least we have access to our Typhlosion as well, which will make things a little bit safer to engage with the Mega Blaziken. Flame Patch, like I said, definitely needed here, but we'll see what we can do. I think I've used both of my Professor Researches at this point as well, yeah. So we'll see if I can get my Flame Patch in the next draw card KO. Yeah, I need my next 2 cards to have the Flame Patch. That's okay. I'm not particularly worried about that rocky helmet. I'll be able to Charizard, no problem. Rocky helmet doesn't scare me too much. Play my Charmeleon. May, not great here. Play out my rare candy. Card needs to be Flame Patch. I can stall precisely 1 turn with my Charizard EX and Stoke, but I do need my Flame Patch. I need my Flame Patch big time. So 1 in 3 to get my Flame Patch. We'll see if I get it. Otherwise, I am pretty done for. Unless they also are running a red. If they're running a red, I'm also done for. They're running a Sabrina. Alright. Alright. Beginner rank 2. I can't wait to go against this person. I want to see what they've cooked. It's a fighting deck. And I start with Magby Charmander. Maybe I will put Charmander down just because if I get Sabrina, I can still go into Stokezard later. I clicked off my window. It's a Sandslash deck! Hold up. Who did I just get matched against? I'm gonna go against like a Marowak EX deck from Genetic Apex era. Hitmonlee. That's crazy. Oh, and I have my rare candy. Realistically speaking, do I just go into Stokezard? I'm gonna just go into Stokezard. If I lose the Magby, it's whatever. Plus, I'd rather not have damage on Charmander at this point anyway. It's only gonna have end damage dealt to it. Unless they're running the new Sandslash, in which case I don't know how much damage that deals. It's an Onix. Sabrina? Okay. I'm just gonna retreat. Again. You can deal 10 damage to me, bro. That's fine. Ocean! Well, like, they're running a special Sabrina. So what am I going against? I'm just gonna Stoke now. And Charizard, Flame Patch. Well, now my May can do stuff. And look for my Typhlosion. Now I have a Charizard all stoked up and ready to go. This is great. You have an X speed? I expect an X speed at this point. Sabrina again! Double Sabrina, when do you see that? Magby is just mad chillin' again. Charmander and Charmeleon. I guess we'll put Typhlosion back. And Charmeleon back? Question mark. I don't know if that's the correct play or not, but we're just gonna retreat back because Magby can just do that. This poor person probably just installed the app or something, but it does get to show Charizard, Stokezard doing stuff, so I'm not necessarily complaining here. And we'll probably just steam artillery the rest of this person's Pokemon. I'll have to see here. Probably going for Magby or Charmander at this point. Yeah, what is this person doing? What is this deck? I'm very... Like, they have the Shining Revelry Charizard icon, too. That's what's tripping me up. Got my Charmeleon back, so I guess we're just gonna build up to Silksong. We can show off a Flame Patch play. You know, retreat, and then use Flame Patch on the other Charizard and deal 200 damage just out the gate. Yeah, we're just gonna... At least we got to showcase Stokesard. Doing what it does best. So yeah, that was alright. So this is just the double dragon. It has both Charizards because I think that's neat. It has a Flame Patch because realistically, Crimson Storm Zard or Genetic Apex Zard only really needs one if you can build it up. Starting with Magby is good, starting with Cyndaquil is good. You can, like, route things into Typhlosion, into, like, sack a Magby into a Charizard and start attacking with their Flame Patch. Maybe replace May with another Flame Patch. She never really did anything useful for me. Perhaps replace Copycat. It's really up to you. You're dealing so much damage up front that it doesn't really entirely matter. Starting Stokesard into the Genetic Apex Charizard is another option. I don't think this deck is competitively viable by any means, but it is a quite fun deck in my opinion. If you liked this deck, if you liked the showcase, please like, subscribe, follow me on all my stuff. It's free, it makes me very happy, helps keep me motivated to make more of these videos, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you later. That's the X button for the deck, not the stop recording button.